to the Actors Platform with Steve Collins. Stay tuned. We have a great show for you today.
So Baltimore, put those hands together for Division 7.
Welcome back, everybody. Steve Collins, and here we are with our next guest on the Actors Platform with Steve Collins. We are still on the USS Constellation, downtown Baltimore, Pier 1. Come down and take a tour of the ship. We might get interrupted, so just bear with us. There are people touring the ship today. We're here at Venus Ward, and from Texas. Is it Austin? Or close, thereabouts, maybe?
No, it's from a little small town called Portland, which is outside of Corpus Christi, which they dubbed the Sparkling City by the Sea.
The Sparkling City by, I just learned something new. If I can learn something new every day, that's all that matters. Thanks for that. What was the spark? What gave you the bug? Why did you get interested in acting, modeling?
I've always had a small interest. I had always tried out for little production plays when I was in Portland High School. We had an awesome, amazing teacher. Her name was Charlotte Brown, and she always tried to, put that spark of dramatic effect into us in acting. And I really did like the acting bug, but I kind of went a different route in my life. I went into the military, and then I actually became a nurse. And that spark never died in me. So I took a chance and said, one day, let me go ahead and try this. There's nothing for me to lose. So I went ahead, started doing some little things here, and I got my first really, I guess you could say, background break when I did the Spook Who Sat by the Door. It never really, I don't think, came into fruition, but I was definitely, a little background actor there.
You got the bug. It bit you.
It bit me hard. And then after that, I started doing a couple of little more things. I was able to do AKA, Sisters of Service, which gave us the look at the first mobile health clinic that was done in Alabama.
Okay.
So AKA is definitely a long line of sisterhoods, Alpha Kappa Alpha. And I was very honored to be a part of that. That was a PBS special.
Okay.
And then after that, I got another break doing Malachi Johnson's, what was the name of it? It was called The Tree of Artemis.
Okay.
It was called The Tree of Artemis.
Yeah.
And
I'll cheat. I'll look at my
and I was able to do the goddess Gaia. She was kind of like the Earth Mother.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it. And since then, I've been able to make connections and get little roles here and there, which I absolutely adore.
I love that arc. Military veteran to Earth Mother. How do you? Well,
we both in a way protect the world.
But you've been giving back. Thanks for your service. I know we talked before we went live on the camera, and I mean that sincerely. But also the fact you're a nurse.
Yes.
I mean, you just have a lot to give. And
I
Charlotte
try.
Brown, if you're out there, by the way, she's still.
She is still kicking. She retired, but she's still kicking. And honestly, she has a couple of other people who still kind of have that acting bug, and they still do a little something here and there. One of the students I graduated with is an amazing stand-up comic. His name is Steve Trevino. Shout out to Steve Trevino. He's doing amazing work. And another shout out to Nathan Ray Clark. He has been on NCIS Hawaii. So he actually got onto national television.
Okay.
So a big shout out to him there. I'm chasing you.
Well, you're no slouch. I noticed on your resume, we own the city right here in Baltimore. I had a shot. I didn't. My audition, it was a no. But again, never give up. But tell us about that experience, because you had some pretty strong actors that were part of that.
That was amazing. I was a background actor, but again, I still was able to make it on TV. I actually was able to be an arresting officer of one of the guys that was being indicted for his time in the corruption.
Okay.
So again, amazing experience.
So we can see in that scene, was it a gentle arrest? Was it, Or
No,
can you
if
tell
I'm
us a
correct,
little
it was
about
a
this?
hard arrest. But
Yeah.
the arrest never made it on film, and I was just there to be the cooperating officer of the arrest.
Okay. Now, did you get any interaction with some of the A-listers that were in there? I think Josh Charles, sort of a Maryland, Baltimore native, was in it. And,
No, unfortunately, I didn't get
yeah.
a chance to meet him, but I did get to meet the producer, a wonderful guy, very strict, and he really was, he had a vision, and
Yeah.
his vision it came to light. So
Yeah.
he was really awesome.
Oh, cool. So we know you got a military background. We know that nursing. Any other special skills?
I can drive I can drive clutch.
Drive a clutch, okay. Now, did they teach you how to ride horses in Portland? Texas? No?
I did not teach how to ride horses, but I do love them.
Most important thing about the Actors Platform is how do we find you? So your contact information. And don't mind the background, folks. Again, live tours going on here on the Constellation.
I am on backstage.com if anybody wants to get a hold of me that way. And I don't have an agent or anything. I'm just doing this all on my own right now. But they could always hit me up on my Facebook or Instagram as well at honeybee5132@gmail.com.
All right, one more time, so in case people are writing this down, how do we find you?
Again, honeybee5132@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram or Facebook under my full name, Venus Ward Hosethel.
Okay, there we go. Now, you're still nursing? Is that what's paying the bills
That
primarily?
is still what's paying the bills.
Okay.
I absolutely love my job. I really do love helping the people in the community. There are so many things that my position is allowing me to do. So that's number one right now. And acting is coming up. It's coming up as a forerunner if I can, find that big break.
Right, right. Anything acting-wise, modeling, or whatever in the industry that you've got cooking right now? Maybe you're working on a project right now?
No, this is the only project that I've got right now, Voodoo Baby and the Baltimore Boys, but I'm always looking for other extra little projects to do as well.
And don't forget that, folks, Voodoo Baby and the Baltimore Boys. You're going to hear a lot about this in the coming weeks and months. And that's a production that's going to be here in Baltimore. And Venus Ward's going to be a part of it, and hopefully some of our other guests that have already appeared on the Actors Platform. So do you ever use any of your acting chops when you're nursing? Like maybe take a little comedic liberties with some folks, make them feel a little better?
I do. That's one of the things that we want to do when we are in nursing. We always want to try to make our patients feel the best that they can because they're at the lowest point in their lives right now.
Yeah.
So we want to try to reach out to them with empathy, compassion. I put a little humor in it as well. It makes them smile, and that's one of the best things about nursing.
Yeah.
Making them feel a little bit better and just letting them know that they care, that you care about them.
Do you ever play around, like maybe you come in as like the stern, authoritative nurse, or do you just always come in nice and sweet?
I come in nice
Like-
and sweet. They don't need any other authoritarians. They got the doctors for that.
Yeah. Now, where, in terms of you like it, would you like to be making a living acting, or keep it as a side gig and make money on the side, or would you like to just be able to do
Right
this?
now, I like to do it on the side. Again, nursing is a big part of my life.
Yeah.
But if it ever came up and I had that one role that was just so fantastic that I can't pass it up, I think I have to just push my nursing to the side just a little bit to see if it fits for me. If it fits for me, then I'm going to go hard.
Well, one advantage, because you are an RN, I presume, right, a registered nurse, is that it's you can go anywhere.
You can.
You
This is
don't
a
have to
very
just-
versatile job.
If a production, you get in the film or television, takes you somewhere, another city, and your family's mobile, you can go and you can still nurse,
That I can.
which is a nice thing. What advice would you give any young people out there that are thinking of doing what you're doing?
One thing is, if you really have that passion and that drive, do not give up. I mean, the sky's the limit. Or actually, let me rephrase that. The sky's not the limit because we've gone to the moon, so the stars are the limit. But do not give up. I put my dreams aside for just a little bit, and then I decided, you know what? I only have one life to live. Let's try it. Let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
All right. What's the most fulfilling part of it? What do you like the most out of the acting?
I love meeting new people. There are so many people in this industry that have been so welcoming, so warm, and just the contacts that you make is just indescribable. So one thing can lead to another, and that's actually what got me started. One thing really did lead to another, and here I am.
Right. Well, can we talk a little bit about Voodoo Baby? You've got a role in this production, and
I do.
Tell us about the role and what type of preparation you're doing for that.
Well, one thing I definitely have to do is what I've been reading through the script and get a feel for my character. And she is kind of a little in cahoots with Felicity in this thing she's got
So
going
she's
on.
not a nurse and she's not in the military.
No.
So you actually really need to work at this.
I'm
So
working at this a little bit more.
Tell us more.
So I'm reading the script, and the character that I play, she's kind of a little sly little thing, and she's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give too much, but she's interesting.
And do you know someone like this that you're thinking, oh, that reminds me of somebody I know or knew?
My sister.
Oh, look out, sis.
My sister. Love you,
Yeah.
sis.
Younger, older sister?
She's my younger sister.
There we go, inspiration. What else could you share about yourself that, what's the most unusual thing maybe about you that no one would know? I mean, you've got the military, you've got the nurse, anything out there that wouldn't find on your resume, you just...
I don't come off as this sly, sexy type person, which I presume my character is as I'm reading it. I'm more of a really good-hearted, down-to-earth, sweet person, so I really got to come up with my A game and just exude this sly, sexy appeal that this character has.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Well,
She's a mom.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to it. Yeah, you are a mom.
I am a mom.
I know they're important to you. Family's important, I think, to you.
Family is very important to me.
And it is to me, too. And so I don't know how old your kids are, but do they know what mom's doing? Mom's a nurse. What are you doing? You're on TV? What's going on? What's their
They
reaction?
freaked out when they saw me on TV first. Like, Mommy, is that you? And I started laughing. But one thing I can say is that my husband has been so supportive of me doing this, and I love him to bits for this. He has let me do this, and he's like, you know what, babe, go for it. And right now, he's at work, but he's going to be taking care of the kids while I'm doing this production, and I really couldn't do this without him.
All right, that's great. Tell us again, how do we find you? We're going to keep doing this.
You can find me at honeybee5132@gmail.com, or you can look me up on Facebook and Instagram, honeybee5132.
And is your sister like a friend on Facebook with you? Does she need to be worried?
They keep a low profile. They're not much on the social media,
all right.
but something tells me that my nieces and nephews might see this, and then word's gonna spread.
Yeah.
I've been keeping this on a low profile because I wasn't sure how well this was gonna take, but it's been doing really good. So I think they're gonna start seeing and hearing about it.
Good. Well, can't thank you enough for being on the show. A lot of us that are involved in this production are just trying to keep our instrument in tune, and my producer's giving me hand signals, and I always get her.
You got 2 more
frustrated.
minutes. Go 2 more minutes.
We'll go 2 more minutes. I think I got 2 more minutes. I probably got 20, maybe 2
I
hours.
got 2 more minutes too.
If 5 years out, where do you think you'd like to be in terms of this industry? You'd probably still be tied to that nursing,
I was
still a
probably
mom.
still
and,
nursing, still a mom. In 5 years, I really hope to make it onto something a little bit more mainstream to get myself really out there and get me seen as a rising potential actress. So if anybody is interested in seeing me, they can, look me up and maybe look at some of the past productions that I've done and say, I see potential there, let's hone her, and I have this role in my mind that she looks perfect for, let's see what she's got.
Right.
And I really hope that that happens, and if it does happen, again, I'm gonna take it, grab it, and go with it.
Well, that's one of the goals or objectives of the Actors Platform, is to give you an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me too, just to jabberwalk for a little bit and keep my instrument in tune, because we're all, we like it. We got the bug somewhere, somehow down the line. And I can tell you that we first started this production, at least my involvement, before the pandemic. And, 4 out of the first 7 guests got their own shows and work out of it. Again, it's just, you never know where that one little opportunity, that person you meet, whether it's nursing, or military, or here on the USS Constellation. Again, thank you very much for being here. You've heard, well, we're going to give her one more shot, Venus. How do we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, honeyv5132, or you can email me at honeyv5132@gmail.com, and I'm also on Facebook with my full name, Venus Ward-Hostapel.
There we go, folks. Thank you for tuning into the Actors Platform, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.